What's up, everybody? Mr. Clutch Cookie here, and then today we are on to part 3 of our awesome Blaster Jones journey of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1. From what I found out from the last part, I don't talk loud enough, or the music was too loud, or whatever. Everything was too loud. You could barely hear me talk, and it was very disappointing. So today, we were speaking a little bit louder. I turned the volume down a little bit. If anyone has any problems with the new settings, please, for the love of God, let me know. But now we're on to part 3. We're about to hop in this escape pod with my boy Carth here, and we're gonna fucking continue this journey. Let's do it. This last escape pod, my only hope for survival. Let's use this shit. Whee! We don't look at explosions, 'cause we're cool or something. Having a bad dream or something. I always liked the yellow lightsaber look. I always thought it looked nice.
Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep.
That was very abrupt, Carth.
I was wondering if you were ever going to wake up. I'm Carth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember?
Oh, we're getting into the nitty-gritty here. I had a strange dream, like a vision or something.
I'm not surprised. You took a serious blow to the head. You're probably having all kinds of strange dreams. I wouldn't worry too much about it. You've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. But try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Taris. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt.
Well, lucky for you, Carth.
Crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
Guess I owe you my life. Thanks, dude.
You don't have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, I'm gonna need your help. Taris is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw
been
in
in
your
worse
service
spots? It
records that
sounds
you
like a pretty
understand
fucked
remarkable
situation.
number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit. But it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Bastila, she's one from the Endar Spire, right?
That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith Master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort.
Rest in
the
peace,
Sith must
Revan.
have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Taris. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
How can one person, even a Jedi, be so important? Better yet, a female Jedi.
Bastila is no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Bastila's power can influence entire armies. Through the Force, Bastila can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. Often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle. Of course, there are limits to what she can do, but from what I understand of her ability, it requires great concentration and focus to maintain.
Glad we don't have a raise situation
The
here.
attack on the Endar Spire happened
Where she can just
so
do
fast,
anything,
she
no
never had a
limitation.
chance to use her battle meditation. Like us, she barely got out alive.
How do you even know Bastila's still alive?
I don't, but Bastila's young, and she has a powerful command of the Force. We survived the crash landing, so I'm willing to bet that she may have too. Besides, what's the alternative? I mean, if she's dead, then no one can stop Malak and his Sith from wiping out the Republic, and I'd rather operate on the assumption that she survived.
If Bastila's a Jedi, she could probably look after herself.
Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malak's followers have mastered the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. I doubt anyone's specifically looking for us anymore. We're not that important. But if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice, a luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how vital she is to the war effort. And Bastila's no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Bastila's power can influence entire armies.
Battle meditation, what's that?
Through the Force, Bastila can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. And often that's all it takes to tip the balance in battle. But there are limits to what she can do.
Okay, yeah, we already heard that.
The whole planet.
Any idea where we should start looking for Bastila?
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
I want to ask you some questions.
I'll tell you whatever I can, though I don't know how much help it'll be.
What do you know about Malak and the Sith?
Everything I know about Malak is pretty much common knowledge. He escaped the trap that killed Darth Revan, his Sith master. With Revan's death, Malak became the new Dark Lord. It's obvious that Malak's a ruthless tyrant who'll crush anyone who stands in his way, just like Revan was. Experience has shown that the Sith won't stop until the Republic lies in ruins. Malak and his Sith don't respect anything except raw, brutal power. It's hard to imagine how someone who used to be a Jedi could become such a monster.
Well, if you would have seen the movies, Carth, you would know that that happens a lot, actually. A Jedi, what do you mean?
Malak and Revan were once both part of the Jedi Order, but they were young and headstrong, and against the wishes of the Council, they went to battle the Mandalorians on the Outer Rim. Something happened out there. Something corrupted them and drew them over to the dark side. Or maybe there was something rotten inside them all along. I don't know. They formed an army of ex-Republic soldiers and Jedi who'd fallen to the dark side, with Revan at their head, until Revan was killed by Bastila's Jedi strike team. But even that didn't slow the Sith down. Malak just stepped in and assumed Revan's role. He took control of the Sith Armada and resumed the bloody conquest of the Outer Worlds.
Oh, that's pretty dark. Sounds like Malak and Sith had the right idea. Just saying that to a Republic soldier, that's crazy. Don't worry, we'll find a way to stop the Sith.
Well, I hope you're right. But the Republic hasn't been able to stop them so far, even with the support of the Jedi Council. I think Bastila may be the galaxy's last hope.
What can you tell me about the planet we're on?
Taris was once a magnificent planet-wide metropolis of towering skyscrapers. But that was a long time ago. The upper city, where the rich citizens live, is still pretty safe. If it wasn't for the Sith occupation and the planet-wide quarantine, it might not even be a bad place to live. But farther down, things have degenerated. The lower city is nothing but a slum overrun by swoop bike gangs, waging a never-ending war for control. And the undercity is... well, it's even worse. The lowest level of Taris is a wasteland overrun by rackhools. Mindless, diseased mutants that attack on sight. I've already entered all this info into your datapad journal.
Hate those things. I'd like to know some more about you, Carth.
I understand why you want to know more about me. I kind of get the feeling we'll be spending a lot of time together.
You don't even know it.
But this isn't really the best time for long introductions. We should stay focused on the task at hand. There'll be a time for that later.
Alright, the sooner we start looking for Bastila, the sooner we find her. Let's get after it.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
Alright, don't put me down by calling me a soldier, okay? I'm a scout. I'm the best scout. Don't do that. I'm not just some mindless brute like you. Alright, so we got a workbench here. This is where we can upgrade a bunch of stuff. We can upgrade lightsabers, blasters, armor, but right now all we have is a sword. This thing that we found. And if I remember the second game, it's got a lot more crafting and upgrading to it. This game's pretty bare bones, but that didn't do much to the vibration cell. Basically, if you find anything, you want to put it on there. Carth said you don't want to talk right now, so it's a little hideout, a little apartment. It's honestly a sad apartment. Like, I'm living in an apartment right now, and it's not the best, but this is a lot worse. What are you supposed to do in this chair? This table don't even have any chairs. Looks pitch black, like tinted windows. Yeah, it's an awkward sleeping arrangement. I hate this. Wow. I thought my apartment was bad. Little did I know, Blaster Jones started off worse.
Right, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid.
There's a patrol here just yesterday, and they found nothing. Why do you Sith keep bothering us? Because they're evil. See? I like how you missed the first 2 shots and hit the 3rd one.
That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouthed aliens. Now the rest of you, get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
Yeah? You attack me? Attack you. It's actually didn't figure it out just by looking at this. I already got a level up? That's weird. I don't remember getting level up here. For Ixgil, you should never have talked back to that Sith. Thankfully you were here to step in and help us. This isn't the first time the Sith have come in here to cause trouble for us, but hopefully it will be the last. When someone comes searching for this patrol. Don't worry about the bodies, I'll move them so it looks like they were killed elsewhere. That should throw the Sith off the track. If they ain't luck, they won't be bothering us again for a while. He took his friend dying really well. I can only assume they're pretty good friends, being aliens in the upper city. We got a level up. Like I said in the last video, I'm only going to go to level 4, so I can save up for the advanced class. No, I don't want awareness. Awareness doesn't do much, really. Like, spots enemies with stealth. As far as I remember, I never had a problem finding people with stealth. It also doesn't get used a whole lot in this game. I'm getting into the part where I don't know what... Should I just do 2-weapon fighting now? Because I can upgrade it again at level 4, if I get a feat. Screw it. I'm going for it. I don't really have much else I can upgrade, so we're going for it. Long sword. So now, something I remember here. If it says balanced here, it takes away the penalty if you're putting in the offhand. So let's equip the prototype vibroblade, and then if you look at the longsword, it doesn't have that. So if you put it in the offhand, it would actually give you a penalty, like it'd be harder to use. So normally shorter swords like a vibroblade and longer swords like a longsword. Like, you know, you want the longer weapon in your primary hand, which would be your right hand. Yeah, nice.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty. So Carth luckily has some security here.
It's open. Yes?
Oh, I remember you, Dia. Trust me, I never forgot about you. Nice. You always gotta loot everything.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home.
Honestly, I was just looking for something to steal, but you know, I'm gonna be a good boy. So I'm sorry, I was just investigating the area.
That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden.
Holden? Who's that?
Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price.
What do you mean?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you.
You can trust me. Literally, you can just trust me.
No, I don't think so.
What?
I can't afford to trust anybody right now. Please, just leave me alone.
There's a reason I put 2 points in Persuade. See, now that definitely sounds evil. So we're gonna...
I can't help you then.
Let's try this again.
No,
Okay?
I can't.
Just be very persistent. Just trust me.
No, I just... no, I don't...
Dia!
I
I don't want to be evil. Please trust me.
No,
I'm gonna give you one more
can't-
chance or I'm gonna end your problems permanently.
Well, I suppose
There we go.
you seem like an
Whew.
alright sort.
Let's
When
be
I cut
evil there for a
Holden, it made
second.
him back
Glad that
off,
didn't happen.
but it also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here.
Anything I can do to help?
I doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. When you work for the local crime lord, the authorities tend to turn a blind eye. I'm afraid this is between me and Holden now.
Maybe I could speak to Holden for you.
Could try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the cantina in the lower city. It probably won't do any good. Holden's used to getting his own way. That's one of the fringe benefits of being a goon for Darvik. Working for the local crime lord lets you get away with things. Still, I appreciate the offer.
I'll be going.
Goodbye and good luck.
So I'm also still debating on if I want to use like 2 swords like this, or if I want to. Oh. I don't see too many of your kind around here. Most of the residents in this rundown little apartment are illegal aliens. My name is Larm, by the way. Pleased to meet you. My name is Blaster Jones, a name you'll never forget. Honestly, none of my business, but you look like someone who might need to purchase one of those new energy shields. They're the latest thing, you know. Very high tech. Yeah, I know all about those. Oh, okay, well then you might be interested in knowing I have one for sale. It isn't cheap, but it could be the difference between life and death. Wanna see what I have in stock? Sure. I'm definitely not going to be buying that. So let's leave one of those. No one's going to be using a blaster rifle. I got some credits to work with here, so come on. Yeah, definitely. I think I should be able to buy both these. Start with these. Yeah, I'll buy that. Buy that. Boom. 20 credits to my name. So that's. So I want him to have the. I want Carth to have the. Well. Yeah, no, I want Carth to have the better dexterity bonus to his, because he uses the blasters, so that would help him out more than me. And I got some better gear.
What?
Looking good. Me and Carth against the planet, literally.
It's open.
Excuse me, I'm just here to. I'm doing a light side playthrough, so let me just steal your shit real quick. Carry on with your day. And we're gonna check all these apartments first, because. But the best tip I can give anyone is that.
It's open.
You need to loot everything. Loot everything, you need to know what you're purchasing with skill points or feat points, because if you don't, you just buy stuff that looks cool. Like if you would have bought critical strike and power strike, like
it's open.
Those moves aren't going to help you out too much if you have flurry, which is another reason why scout's awesome, because you automatically start with flurry.
What?
So that should be all the apartments in here, so we're gonna head on out and see Upper City. I was also thinking for my channel, I did want to stick to Star Wars games, but I kind of thought about it. I'm like, there's not a million there's a lot of Star Wars games, but there's not like a never-ending amount to where I could continue playing Star Wars games to the end of time. Oh, my dog just made a weird noise. So I'm kind of thinking I'll stick just more to RPGs rather than just strictly Star Wars. Something seems to be bothering him. We should speak to him. Sure, I'll yell at him from this distance.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Let's know some more about you.
Me?
Now he wants to
I've
talk.
been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop it.
Talking like it's your fault, like you failed somehow.
It shouldn't be my fault. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean I failed them. I didn't.
Them? Do you mean the people of your homeworld?
Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense. You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
My wife has exited the room.
Hello there. there. I haven't seen you
Hello
in my
there.
shop before. Allow me to
Little
introduce
Kenobi
myself.
reference, maybe?
My name
So
is
this game came
Kevlar
out
Yurt.
before
Welcome
he
to
said
the
the famous
Equipment
line.
Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Taris. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested.
No, I only have 20 credits. So I'll just,
Good day to you, then.
yeah, thank you. But yeah, so I'm thinking of doing just more of like RPGs. It's definitely more my thing. I'm also seriously thinking about when Halo Infinite comes out, playing that. Which, I mean, that's not really what my channel is based on. I would say my channel is gonna be more about like sci-fi. But either way, we're gonna end it here right before we go into the cantina. This has been part 3. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I hope my audio sounds a lot better this time. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you could do so. And if you want to leave a comment down below. Thank you all so much for your time. I hope you all have a blessed day. Mr. Clutch Cookies out.